ॐ योऽन्तः प्रविश्य मम वाचमिमां प्रसुप्ताम् सञ्जीवयत्यखिलशक्तिधरस्वधाम्ना अन्यां च हस्तचरणश्रवणत्वगादीन् प्राणान्नमो भगवति पुरुषाय तुभ्यम्. Shloka 31 in Vishnu Sahasranama is Amrudam Shudbhavo Bhanu Shashabindu Sureshwaraha Aushadam Jagadasedu Satya Dharma Parakramaha. There are 7 namas in this shloka, and these namas are Amrudam Shudbhavaha Bhanuhu Shashabinduhu Sureshwaraha Aushadham Jagadaseduhu Satya Dharma Parakramaha. The first nama is Amrudam Shudbhavaha. Amrita means the immortal, nectar-like, the divine elixir. Everything means Amrita. And Amshu means the cool rays of the moon. So both these together, Amrita, Amshu means moon only. Because Amshu means the cool rays of the moon. It means rays also. Amrita Amsha means the another name of moon is Amrita. So Amrita Amshu is moon. Udbhava. Udbhava means create, one who creates. So it is Bhagavan Vishnu who created the moon. When the Devas and Asuras, when they churned that milky ocean, one of the manifestation or one of the creations that came from the that ocean was moon. And so moon was created then by Bhagavan Vishnu. And so Bhagavan is called one who created the moon during that churning of the Milky Ocean. And so Bhagavan Vishnu is called Amrudamshu Udbhavaha. The next nama is Bhanuhu. This is a quite familiar nama. Bhanu means that shines, that illumines everything, that brilliance, that radiance, effulgence, all that is called Bhanu. Bhagavan Vishnu is that radiance or luminous being from whom all the other beings get their luminosity. The very famous mantra from nearly 3 Upanishads, Tameva Bhantam Anupadi Sarvam. He first shines and everything shines after it. And so Bhagavan Vishnu is that luminous Rupa or that Rupa of that effulgence or luminosity, or he shines, and so he is called Bhanuhu. The next nama is Shasha Binduhu. Shasha means it is rabbit. Shasha Bindu means a spot or a blemish or a mark. Anything can mean Bindu. Shasha Bindu means the mark or a blemish like the rabbit. If we see the moon, that blemishes and on that moon, on the surface of the moon, appears like a rabbit. That's how the poets describe. So it appears like a rabbit, and so moon is called Shashabindu. So Bhagavan is moon. He is that one who created the moon, and he is the moon himself. And he pacifies the mind of all the beings when they are worried. When the devotees are worried, when they worship him, he pacifies the mind. And when we look at the moon, our mind gets automatically pacified. So Bhagavan Vishnu is moon. So moon is called Shashabindu. And in Bhagavad Gita, chapter 15 and shloka 13, Bhagavan Krishna says, in a becoming the moon, I nourish all the herbs. He says that. So Shashabindu is moon, and Bhagavan himself tells in Bhagavad Gita that being becoming the moon, I nourishes all the herbs, and so connecting these two together, Bhagavan is that moon. So, Bhagavan, these are the different manifestations of Bhagavan. Moon and sun are all the different manifestations of Bhagavan. That's what it really means. The meaning is given by Acharya as moon, Bhagavan nourishes many beings. That is, he nourishes all the herbs. The next nama is Sureshwaraha. Sura means the devas, and the Ishwara means Bhagavan, that Lord. Bhagavan Vishnu is the Lord of the Suras. He is the Lord of the gods. And Sura itself means, Su means good, and Sura means one who does good deeds to others. So Bhagavan Vishnu is not only the Lord of the gods, he is the Lord of all those people who do good deeds to other human beings. So that's the exact meaning of the Nama Sureshwaraha. The next nama is a very unique nama, Aushadam. Aushadam means medicine. The exact meaning given for Aushadam is that which removes or sucks the dosha. Dosha means the harmful effect is Aushadam. That which removes or sucks in the dosha, the harmful effect in the beings is Aushadam. There are two types of dosha in all human beings. One is the karma dosha and the other is the deha dosha. When the karma dosha, that is the ill effects of our bad evil karmas, when the result of our bad karmas affect us, first the mind is affected. So when the mind is affected by our karma dosha, the deha, the body also will get affected. That is according to Ayurveda, the traditional Indian medicine, there are three factors in our body, the balance of which maintains our body perfectly. That is, if that balance of these factors are lost, then our body will have any disease will come to our body. And these three factors are the vata, that is the air, pitta, that is the bile, and the kapha, that is the phlegm. So, by these three, our body is maintained. And if they are not in perfect balance, then immediately we will get some disease. That is, we have some disease in our body. The thoughts in our mind directly influence these three factors. That is the vata, pitta, and kapha. They directly influence three factors. So, when the karma dosha affects our mind, then naturally it affects our body. So, when by the karma dosha, the mind as well as the body is affected. So, what is the Aushadha medicine for it? When we chant the Nama of Bhagavan, automatically our mind becomes calm and the balance of these three factors also will be perfectly balanced. So, just thinking about Bhagavan is the remedy or the medicine or the aushadam for both the karma dosha as well as the deha dosha. Another interpretation is Bhagavan Dhanvantri, that is Bhagavan Vishnu, appeared as Dhanvantri and he taught the entire medicinal, that is the Ayurvedic medicinal science to all the rishis. There is another story connected to it. When the Bhagavan Dhanvantri, when he came from the churning of that Milky Ocean, then he was carrying a pot of elixir, that is the Amrita with him. And they just grabbed that pot of nectar from Bhagavan Dhanvantri. And later, Bhagavan Vishnu has to take another avatar as Mohini avatar to get back that Amrita from the asuras, that is from the demons. So at that time, when the sage Dhanvantri, he just appeared And these asuras, they just grabbed the pot of Amrita from Bhagavan, and immediately he was about to disappear. And at that time, all the devas, they worshipped Bhagavan. You see, it just came now, and now you are going without giving us anything. So then, Bhagavan Dhanvantri, he promised the devas that I will take another birth on earth, on the earth, as a king, and I will teach you the different medicinal science, that is the Ayurveda. That is the different about the different herbs and the remedy for it. Just like that, Kashi Raja was without a son, and he worshipped Bhagavan Vishnu, and the son was born to the Kashi Raja at that time. And he was always that knew from that very young age itself, because he is the avatar of Bhagavan Vishnu. He was so much involved in meditation and Brahma Vidya, everything. When he became a youth, he taught the Ayurveda, that is about the medicine and its effect, what all herbs have to be taken for what all imbalance in this Vata, Pitta, Kava, everything. He taught that science to the sages, and the sages spread that to that entire world, and now we all are benefiting from that Ayurveda. We must worship Bhagavan Dhanvantri for giving that knowledge to this humanity. So Bhagavan is the Aushadam. He is the medicine for the karma dosha as well as the deha dosha. For the deha dosha, he is giving medicine through the Ayurvedic medicine, Ayurvedic science, and he gives herbs. And for karma dosha, we have to worship Bhagavan Vishnu. This is one interpretation. Another interpretation for Aushadam is he is the greatest medicine to cross over this samsara. To cross over the samsara, we have to worship him. So he acts as a medicine for this diseases of this samsara. That is the samsara saga. We suffer so much. So he is the greatest medicine for our mind. So by these two interpretations, Bhagavan Vishnu is said as or called Aushadam. The next nama is, the sixth nama is Jagada Setu. Jagata means the world and Setu means the bridge. And a very simple meaning given by Acharya is one who stands as a bridge for the people to cross over this ocean of samsara. That is the direct meaning for this nama. And another interpretation is there are different worlds, that is the different lokas in this creation. Different lokas means they each one will have their own consciousness, different levels of consciousness. We can say like that. There are different levels of consciousness, so they all are separated from each other. Or otherwise, when everything mixed together, there will be only chaotic situation. So to avoid that, Bhagavan as Jagata Setu, as the boundary. Here the Setu is said called the boundary. It means here Setu means not only bridge, the boundary. He keeps the different worlds apart so that the different worlds do not mix together and bring a chaotic situation. So this meaning is supported by, that is the Bhagavan, that is the Setu means the boundary, that meaning is supported by the Brihad Aranyaka Upanishad 4:4:22. It's a quite a big mantra, and in that mantra it's the passage, because the Brihadaranyaka Upanishad mantras are very big. Sometimes it will be just like passages. In that it is said, Yesha seturvidharana yesham lohanama samhedaya. That is, he acts as a, or he is the boundary to keep the different worlds apart. So that's the meaning given for this nama, and it is supported by the Brihadaranyaka Upanishad. So that's the meaning of the nama Jagadaha Seduhu. The last nama and its meaning is Satya Dharma Parakramaha. Satya means the truth. Here, the truth means non failing. He is not failing in any of his promises or what he says, Bhagavan, do it. So, that is the truth, which means here in this context. Dharma, righteousness, and Parakrama, valor. Bhagavan Vishnu, he has that he is the epitome or he is the embodiment of Satya, truth, Dharma, righteousness, and Parakrama, valor. When Bhagavan has a Satya and the Dharma, then automatically valor and strength will come to him. So he is the embodiment of Satya, Dharma, Parakrama. So these are the meaning of the seven namas in this shloka 31 of Vishnu Sahasranama, and the concise meaning of this shloka is during the churning of the Milky Ocean, Bhagavan created the moon, that is the first nama. He illumines himself and everything else in this world. He nourishes the world like the moon. He is the Lord of the Devas and Lord of all who does good deeds. He is the ultimate medicine for all the diseases of samsara, and he stands as a bridge to cross the ocean of samsara, and he is the embodiment of satya, truth, righteousness, and valor. So that's the meaning of this shloka. I will continue with the meaning of the next shloka of Vishnu Sahasranama in my next video. कायेन वाचा मनसेन्द्रियैर्वा बुद्ध्यात्मना वा प्रकृते स्वभावात् करोमि यत् सकलं परस्मै नारायणायेति समर्पयामि ओम्.